watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag. Listen to the money, me go praying every day. Glad to say I was broke. Tell them battle. Now I got my bands up. 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this me go riding for it. 53, I'm throwing up. They see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga. Try love. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as mean. Stealing heads squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me ain't no options. Say less. Say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less. Say less.
Say less.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Linder. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Linder. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
From the gun on 3rd down, Linder. That is caught, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw. Linder. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Linder. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun. Linder. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Linder. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. they'd easily move into the top 5.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Jeffers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll change things up.
Back to throw. Linder. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed the...
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep.
I know what you're doing on defense, too. Talking about you don't be on YouTube with cheese.
Victory last week as he sends this one away.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The Chiefs sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll look to throw again.
Moving right.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Buffalo 18. Set. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go. Set. 70 range. 70 range.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Here's Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
One more time with Barber. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffers, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Linder. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Able to push his way through. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with Barber out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing to start the drive. Linder. Fighting through pressure, buying time to his left. And he's taken down, back at his own 7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. Jeffers, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the gun on 3rd down, Linder. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep for Montgomery. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Linder. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 30 yards.
Bruh, first off, I know what you're doing on defense, so don't come in here cheesing and complain about the game.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards.
How about this, right?
Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone.
Nah, I'm gonna send you what you doing on defense to cheese me. I'm gonna send you what you're doing on defense to cheese me. And if I'm correct, you cash out me.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14.
I know what you're doing, bro. No, I know what you're doing. Bro, when you run that little double wide receiver defensive play, I know what you're doing.
And no chance to see a
so now you're acting crazy.
Kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
When you run the little man play that's supposed to double team one receiver, I know what you're doing. It's not to do.
The Chiefs offense about set to
all right, so you cheesing, so I don't want to hear that.
Time quickly fading here in the
that's cheesing.
Not sure how aggressively offensively.
Bro, that's cheesing.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Nigga, you are cheesing the game.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner.
You're exploiting the game. You're not double teaming one player. I know what that play do. I know why you continuously running it. I know what it do. Yeah, and I know why you running it. I know why you running it.
First down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Because it tells you whether I'm running or passing. That's why you've been running and pass committing. That's why you keep running and pass committing. Bruh, that is. Bruh, no, you're not supposed to know whether I'm running or passing, fool.
Down the sideline he goes. And his guys have
No.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there.
You're not double teaming nobody. It's what the play is allowing you to do because it's messed up. The play not supposed to operate the way that it does.
Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it.
So you gonna sit here and act like you don't know what you're doing?
Instead of putting the ball in the air, and of course putting the ball.
You ain't running that play to double team nobody.
Linder. And that is incomplete.
You're not running that play to double team nobody.
He did a fine job there.
You ain't running that play to double team nobody.
I've got to tell you.
You and I both know that.
Often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
I told you we can make a little bet. We can make a bet.
Sometimes you panic as well.
If
I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
bro, you and when the play not locked, you running it. If you could run it every down, you would.
His kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get.
If you could run that play every down, you would.
We're able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other.
Yes, you would. Bro, you've only ran like you really only ran like 3 defensive plays. 4. Let's say 4.
Defense, of course, trying to hold
you cycling through the same 4 plays.
And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started.
So bro, I'm watching you.
Happy to come away with those 3 points.
I'm watching you.
And no run back.
You're talking to somebody that can read defense, bro. I see it. Like I said, I know why you running that play in particular. I know why you running that play. I know why you run the little double the receiver play.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground.
I know why you run it because it tells you whether I'm running or passing.
The final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still.
That's why you run commit and pass commit.
On EA Sports.
If you weren't running that play, you wouldn't know whether I was running or passing. That's how you beating people. They just don't know that's what you're doing. They just don't know that's what you're doing. I know that's what you're doing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready.
It don't matter, bro. You ain't got to be number 1 in run stopping defense. I know what you're doing. It's wild that you act like you not.
First half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no
You can play crazy all you want. You can play crazy all you want.
Start from the 30.
You can play crazy all you want. Like I said, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, my guy. It don't matter. I know what you're doing. That's all that matters. I know why you running it.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something.
Yeah, I was ready for some of that more cheese. Cheese, man.
Get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way.
Cheese, man.
Into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
That boy came out of halftime spamming.
And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. In motion left, the tight end. They'll try and throw for it.
Yeah, there we go. Pick on the cheese. Bro, you are a YouTube player, bro.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will.
I don't know why folks people like you get on here and act like folks ain't been playing this shit. I know a YouTube player when I see one.
This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The way that you run is YouTube. You run gimmicks. You run gimmicks. You play gimmick. Look at that. Look at that. Did you not just run commit? Why would you run commit? Alright. That's one play. That's one of your plays. That's one of the plays. Bro, you realize I'm recording this game, right? You realize this game is recorded. Alright. Bro, you done ran the play like god dang 10 times. You done did all but use it up.
Back to throw. Linder.
Man, come on. You done did all but use the play up. Cheese, man. Cheese, man. Cheese, man. Cheese, man. You probably got the same play in like 5 different playbooks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Cheese, man. Cheese, man. Cheese, man. Yeah, that's you. Cheese, man. Cheese, man. Yeah, that's you.
Looking to throw. Linder. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Man, at me because he cheesing the game. You mad at me because you cheesing the game. Cheese, man. Cheese, man. Cheese, man. Is it Gouda or is it mozzarella? Oh, my God. They gave it to you. They gave you that.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. 2nd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That catch puts him.
Suspended for 2 games. Punt me the ball or you get suspended for 2 games. That ain't two different plays, fool. That was the same play back to back. It was the same exact route. The same exact route combination. You ain't even switched the formation. You didn't even switch the route. I mean, you didn't even switch the formation. It's the same play. The receiver did the same exact thing. The receiver did the same exact thing, bro. So you gonna tell me I ain't just go back and watch that play? Nah, don't worry about it. You'll be suspended. You're gonna be sick. You're gonna be sick.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Going underneath to the tight end, Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Stays on his feet. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Linder. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep for Montgomery. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Linder. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And shutting him off, now open field. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Bradley. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wheeler. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Linder. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Second and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Bradley. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 2. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing to start the drive. Linder. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw. Linder under pressure, and they got to him again. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock's... Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Linder. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. On 4th down, Linder. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
This is 1st and 10.
A run up the middle with Barber.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. And now This one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffers, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's with sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jeffers.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Arizona,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17